The man smeared feces all over the walls and his mouth. When the nurse discovered it, he even proudly made a victory gesture. The nurse was furious. The man became very angry. To take revenge on the nurse, he deliberately shouted loudly in the middle of the night, disturbing the entire ward. The nurse, exasperated, burst in and warned him to keep quiet, but he mocked her by puckering his lips, imitating her gesture. The consequences were clear. Afterward, he was completely confined, his hands tied, forbidden even to step out of his ward. Long-term isolation drove him to a complete mental breakdown. He danced and did splits in his room, bit his clothes, and even barked like a dog. The noise infuriated the nurse. She would come almost every day to beat him. Plus, even if he did nothing, the nurse would find an excuse to strike. Plus, over time, he completely became a tool for the nurse to vent her anger. Once his skull was even cracked. Plus, unbelievably, through this repeated beating, he somehow trained himself into having an iron head. The nurse's punch was too strong. The man was seriously injured and lay bedridden for half a month. He finally realized that if he stayed any longer, the nurse would surely beat him to death. He no longer wanted to be slaughtered. So, he pretended to have returned to normal, sitting quietly and flipping through a newspaper. The nurse was stunned, never expecting the man to appear so obedient. She casually put the stick on the table and cautiously approached. At that very moment, the man suddenly struck out, snatched the stick, and launched a frenzied counterattack against the nurse. Plus, the nurse fell unconscious on the spot, and he finally escaped from that psychiatric hospital.